So today's video, I wanted to put together my full review on my first ever luxury handbag purchase. So creeping up on about 2 years ago, I purchased my first Louis Vuitton handbag, and I'm going to link that original video below because it's going to include story time, the backstory, my thought process, what I was looking for, just everything around purchasing, you know, how I saved up. I think I talked about that, but maybe not, but just everything you need to know about why and how I went about purchasing this handbag. But today I wanted to do my full review on it. So almost 2 years ago, I purchased this. And so since then I've carried this, and I really want to update you, tell you about the wear and tear, how things have worn, the ease of use, the practicality, the durability, all of those factors that are now relevant. This handbag is called the Néonoé, and this was designed in 1932 originally to carry champagne bottles. Because of its shape, you could stick the bottles with the the heavy part down, the handle up, and I think you could carry probably at least, I think maybe 6 in there, 6 bottles. I guess I didn't actually test that out. I don't want to go into too much of the backstory as to why I chose this bag, but I do want to focus on how I use it today, how much it carries, accessibility, how easy it is to use, so on and so forth. But before I get into that, just on the dimensions aspect, just so you can kind of get a grasp of the size we're talking about here. It is 10 by 2 inches by 10 by 8 inches by 8.7 inches. So it's a pretty good sized, I'd say it's like a medium sized bag. So this is the monogram coated canvas in the black. Since this first release, they've now come out with the straps you can get in different colors and also a different color interior. But I really wanted something that was going to go with absolutely everything, and I didn't want to commit to a luxury handbag in a specific color and then rule out certain outfits that it just would clash with. So I stuck with the black. This is calf leather trim. The inside is microfiber, so really easy to clean. You're not talking about a fabric inside, because if you have a handbag with fabric, you can get stains and stuff. This is really easy to wipe out. Going to be very difficult to show you on camera because it is indeed black, but it's very soft. It has gold toned hardware. It comes with an adjustable strap that you can either wear on your shoulder or you can unbuckle this, and then you can wear this crossbody. There is also an inside zippered pocket, and that's where I keep like my keys and just, like things that I don't want to lose. So those are the specs on the bag, and let's get into my experiences. Okay, so as I said, this is my first ever luxury handbag purchase. I really thought about and watched a lot of video reviews and just really thought about what I wear on the daily. On the daily, I am in t-shirts and jeans, t-shirts and shorts, very casual, very comfy. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so my job is in the home. I go out and run errands, but for the most part, I'm not dressed up. So I needed a handbag that really would suit my everyday lifestyle. That is why I settled on the Louis Vuitton and then the canvas. So the canvas is so durable. You can go in the rain in this, you can go in the snow in this. I needed something that was absolutely worry-free. I wasn't about to spend this kind of price point on a leather that I would have to baby. I'm not going to carry an umbrella for my handbag. I'm not going to worry about setting it down in carts. I don't want to worry about going to a restaurant. Can I sit it here? Like, I use this absolutely carefree. I want to be able to set it on places, kind of toss it, because the reality is there are situations where you're not able to just gently set down your handbag, so on and so forth. So if that is something that you're really looking for, is carefree, ease of use, every day, you got kids, they're going to be touching your handbag, you don't want to be freaking out about them pulling on you, those types of things, canvas is the way to go, because you can wash it, but with like a baby wipe is what I mean. I wouldn't go in with Dawn soap or something. Maybe you could. I'm not sure about that. I'm not an expert. I've only learned over the past few years of watching other people and just kind of getting an idea about luxury. But as far as the care and something that you don't have to worry about, this would be a good choice. Also, when I was searching for a bag, I was looking for something that had more of a closed top. So as you can see, this is not zippered, but it does have a drawstring closure, so you can put stuff in here. And I can tell you, it's empty right now, but I carry stuff in here all the way up to the brim, and I would just drawstring this closed, and it would tip over in my car. It would tip over, it doesn't tip over if you set it down. That's not what I mean, but like you're driving, things would tip over and nothing would ever come out of here. So I wouldn't be concerned about this not being fully closed. However, if you live in a climate where it's really rainy, maybe the inside of your stuff would get kind of wet. But what I put in here is usually already in another separate pouch anyways. I don't just throw loose items in the bottom of my purse just because I don't want to risk things spilling. I don't care what price point we're talking about here. If it's a $20 bag from Walmart, I still don't want something to explode on the inside of it. Like, that just sucks. So I keep everything in a separate compartment within the bag, so that doesn't matter so much. But yes, it does for the most part. Not a single thing has ever fallen out of here by me just using this drawstring closure. So I want to talk about this microfiber. It's very easy to clean out. I would say this is black on the bottom, so this is really hard to show you. Like, seriously, I don't know if I can even get you to see in the side of there, but it's pretty clean. Like, it's pretty clean. There's probably a little bit of pieces, but I haven't even wiped this out. Like, it really, for the most part, microfiber, you know how easy it is to wipe that down and keep it clean. I think that's a really good thing. Some of the other Louis Vuitton handbags have fabric on the inside, and that can show stains and just more wear and tear. So I think this is an ideal setup to have the coated canvas on the outside and microfiber on the inside. Now, it does just have that one zippered compartment. All I ever keep in there really is keys and like tampons or just more discreet things or things that you for sure want to know you're not going to lose. So as far as how much this holds, I think it holds a lot. I usually keep a huge pouch in here that has my ibuprofen, you know, all the little things you bring with you, lip gloss. I'm just trying to think of like all the little things I put in a pouch, and then I can put my full-size wallet in here, my car keys. I always have a sunglass case in my handbag. This is a full-size wallet. And this can easily fit on the inside of there, or even if you wanted to do it the other direction, there's still tons of space. So if you're talking about like price per square foot, if you will, on your handbag, I feel like you can carry quite a bit of things in this handbag for the cost of the handbag itself. Now, if you go and look at other handbags on Louis Vuitton, they cost more than this, and they're smaller, so they hold even less. I also wanted a handbag that I wasn't going to have to stack things, because you know when you're at the checkout, you don't want to take everything out of your purse to get to the thing on the bottom, or you have to strategically plan how you put things into your handbag, because then you're going to have to undo it that way every single time. So I wanted something I could just reach in, grab what I wanted, and be done with it. I also thought about when I was going to purchase this too, about like I wanted something that could withstand different types of weather. Like, I live in South Texas right now, and we don't really get too much rain and definitely don't get snow. And so when I do move to another climate, I wanted something that I could bring with me and not have to worry about, oh, the rain's going to leave rain spots or anything like that. And let's start to talk about the leather and as far as how things have worn. Leather is going to be very durable. Leather should last you a very long time. It's meant to start to look lived in. Of course, when you get a new handbag, everything is really stiff. But as you use it, things really do soften. Case in point being these leather drawstrings here. Initially, it was a little bit more stiff, but now there's like small, let me see if we can zoom you in here. There's like small little crease marks and stuff like that, but to me that is to be absolutely expected. It's not going to be a perfect looking handbag when you're using it day in and day out. The parts where they attach here and stuff, there's minor tiny little scratches just from this wearing on there. I mean, I'm being extremely picky about this right now just to kind of show you the, you know, how well these things have worn. No wear and tear there. You can see the exterior has no wear and tear. In fact, if anything, there's no like scuff marks or any wear on the sides, like on the seams. I'm really quite impressed with this. And let me tell you, I use my handbag. As I already said, I don't think about, oh, well, see this side here. How am I going to carry this? How am I going to set this down? Like, that is not something that I really even consider. Like, I'm buying a handbag to use it. And I feel like when you do spend more money on something, you should even more so use it. Like, why would you spend that and then just have it sit in your closet to look at it? To me, that doesn't make any sense. Now, this is just my opinion. The inside, I barely used this inside zippered compartment. I would just leave keys in there, like extra spare keys, but it's fine. There's nothing wrong with the zipper pull. It's still just as pretty as the first day that it arrived. I think if you're going to notice any wear and tear on this handbag, it's going to be on the strap. So This strap, as I said, it can be changed. Right now, I snapped it up so that you can wear this handbag crossbody. For size reference, I am 5'4", and that does matter for crossbodies because if you are taller or shorter, and even like the distance from your top of your shoulder to your hip, we're all different. We're all made different, and so you could be my same height but have a longer torso. What I like about when you wear a crossbody is the way that this cinches in so cute. It's such a cute little silhouette. This part right here, where it indents, sits on the crook, like right inside my hip, beautifully. It's very comfortable that way. Now, I would not wear this for a long-term crossbody. Absolutely not, because it has these buckle details right here. This will dig into your shoulder and it's not comfortable. This is designed to be either crossbody or a shoulder bag, but I primarily wear it as a shoulder bag. I will do crossbody when I have 2 kids with me and we're somewhere where I need to have their hands, and I'll just quickly change it, but I prefer to wear it just on my shoulder. I'm noticing a little bit of wear and tear on the strap. That also could be because, I'll put lotion on my hands and grab my strap. Like I said, I'm not like overthinking this. I've watched people's videos where they're like, well, I won't touch my handbag if I just put on lotion, and like, no, that's not me, okay? I'm living life over here, and I'm going to put lotion on, and if I need to grab my handbag, I'm going to do so. I'm not thinking about it. I think you can always buy a new strap for a handbag, so I'm not even really concerned about that. There is a little bit of like, this could be weather. I'm not really sure. It's starting to like, do you see how it's not exactly perfectly straight? But on the same token, I'm thinking this is leather. However you're carrying it, it's going to kind of bend and conform to your body. I would say overall, after 2 years, if you're really putting like stuff in your bag and your bag gets a little bit heavy, I would fully expect the strap to show some wear. After all, it is what is holding up this handbag. As far as there's no seams ripping, nothing. In fact, I quite frankly think this looks just as new, with the exception of the 2 items you're constantly reaching for, which would be the strap and the drawstring. Being that the string, like the leather, is black, it's not going to show any like dirt marks or something like that. If you were to buy this and maybe one of the lighter colors, like the rose poudre with that really light rose color, I could see how maybe that would start to show dirt marks and stuff like that. But I tell you what, I go to the garden center carrying this, like real life scenarios are occurring with this handbag, and I've noticed nothing that makes it look like, oh, you've had that handbag for a few years. Like, to me, this looks just like I just purchased it, with the exception of a few wear and tear marks on this strap. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments, any specifics you want to know. But overall, there's just nothing glaringly obvious that I've been carrying this for 2 years. Like, it just looks just as nice, and I fully expected, I expect this to last me a lifetime, and I have the full intentions on passing this down to my daughter when she is old enough. That is the cool thing about collecting a few handbags that are really nice as well, is that they should stand the test of time because they are made very well. And I know someday she will be one lucky little girl to get her first Louis Vuitton. And this is a classic bag too. It's not like a trendy style or anything. The Néonoé, like I said, it was designed in 1932. It's a style that's been around. I have a very classic aesthetic, and so I like things that are going to always go with your outfit. The last little point that I wanted to talk about was the price point. So Louis Vuitton, I think that the last time I talked to the sales associate at the store, I believe she said every 3 months they do a price increase, which is nuts. But I paid $14.50 for this bag, and right now, I checked this morning, this is $16.50 now. So from an investment standpoint, this still holds its value. And that's another thing to think about too, is that these handbags aren't decreasing in value. Now, you can't say that for every single fashion house, but as far as Louis Vuitton, absolutely, if you want to buy a handbag, maybe you're tired of it after a few years, you can resell this and probably not lose very much money. Some handbags you're going to make money on because they're even more difficult nowadays to find and purchase. But it is very, very much an investment, but an investment from me that I love the handbag. I feel like it makes my outfits look even more pulled together, put together. I feel really good, and I am very excited to pass this down to my daughter someday because I know she will be very excited to inherit such a piece. I know some of you have been asking me for a few of you, to do an updated wear and tear video on my Louis Vuitton. Do I think it's worth it? I think luxury is a personal choice, and if it's something that you've been really wanting to try, I'm really impressed with this handbag. I'm very impressed with how it looks. I love how it makes me feel. I love how it makes my outfits just look that much more elevated. Now the monogram canvas is definitely more of a statement piece. It does scream a little bit more designer. The Damier Ebene is my favorite canvas, but at the time that this first came out, they didn't make it in the Damier Ebene. Now they do. And they also make this in the epi leather as well, and they also make it in different colors. But at the time, this was the available option, but I don't regret this at all. I think black is a great place to start if you're really unsure, because I can tell you right now, black and brown goes with everything. Let me know, guys, if you have any other questions about anything, and I will be sure to answer them. Thank you for checking out my video. If you are new, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Bye, guys.